stats say Ronaldo's better. The mirror says Ronaldo's better. The money says Ronaldo's better.
Ronaldo is not the greatest player of all time. Messi, as a player, can take you to a place where you can't actually believe what you're seeing.
I think Messi is the best player in the world.
The Ronaldo versus Messi rivalry is definitely the longest the football world has seen, and just when it felt like it was ending, it got passed on to the next generation. And if you're thinking about Haaland and Bob, you are wrong. These GOATs decided to skip several football generations. This rivalry, which goes all the way back to 2007, is no longer a thing. But if you think it was long, you probably have another thing coming, because the Ronaldo Jr. versus Thiago Messi's rivalry started a little bit early. Also, we have no idea how long it'll last. You see, CR7 and Messi's sons are far from going pro, but it is interesting how these boys who are in different continents are being treated as rivals. From the looks of things, both Ronaldo Jr. and Thiago Messi will grow to be successful footballers. But which of them will be the GOAT? Well, we can't tell you right now, but maybe you can compare these youngsters. This way we can find out which one of them is likely going to be bigger. There are quite a number of criteria we have chosen for comparing the sons of the best players of all time, but before we go on, kindly like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Everyone who has followed CR7's career even slightly knows he invented the Ronaldo chop. Well, that's why it's named after him, since Ronaldo invented the chop.
A touch for Alejandro Bedoya. Bedoya was stretching, and Ronaldo's whipped it off his toes.
You might want to assume his son should be the best at it. However, this is not the case. Ronaldo Jr. has mastered the Ronaldo chop, but he is really not any better than Thiago Messi at it. Clearly, Messi's son has been watching some videos of Ronaldo, as that's the only way he could have mastered this move. It might be a bit surprising that Messi's son has mastered the Ronaldo chop and doesn't hesitate to use it to take out defenders at Inter Miami. Well, Ronaldo Jr. has never lived in the United States. However, he looked really impressive when he beat players with the Ronaldo chop at the Manchester United Academy. Of course, he is not as tall as his father, but from a distance, you would almost mistake him for his father. Beating players is great. However, it is just one thing Ronaldo Jr. and Thiago Messi are known for. There are quite some things Ronaldo Jr. does a lot better than other players his age. Shooting is one of them. When Ronaldo Jr. shoots, it is obvious he has his father's DNA. There are several clips of him shooting from various distances. His legs are very developed. Also, he has learned to shoot in several ways and at various angles. It might take Messi Jr. several years to get to the level Ronaldo Jr. currently is at in the shooting game. Ronaldo Jr. clearly wins this category, but football is not all about shooting. Being able to beat players is important, and one skill both youngsters rely on to do this is the nutmeg. Thiago Messi and Ronaldo Jr. clearly understand the importance of nutmegging players, and this is something they do well. Ronaldo Jr.'s nutmeg is impressive, but it is perhaps nothing when it compares to Thiago Messi's. The young Argentine has obviously been taking several lessons from his father, and being able to nutmeg players calmly is one he is a master in. Ronaldo Jr. might need to learn a couple of nutmeg secrets from the young Messi. It is perhaps not a break from the norm that Ronaldo Jr. and Messi Jr. are good at nudging opponents, but what is surprising is that one of them is good with free kicks and the other is not. Just like nutmegs, Ronaldo and Messi are great at taking free kicks. Interestingly, only one of their sons has been able to pick this up. So long as taking free kicks is concerned, Ronaldo Jr. is clearly ahead of Thiago Messi. As a matter of fact, Thiago is not in the game yet. There are several videos of Ronaldo Jr. taking set pieces, and it's easy to tell that he has learned a lot from his father. Well, he probably did not need to put a lot of work in, as some things flow in the blood. Unlike Ronaldo Jr., who has been able to pick up a lot from his father in the free kick department, Thiago Messi has not picked up any lessons from his dad in the free kick department. Either he's not interested in playing free kicks or or it probably doesn't flow in the blood. This is not a problem. Dude has made the roulette his own. Well, you can make this video your own by subscribing to this channel. Ronaldo Jr. might be clearly ahead of free kicks. However, that doesn't make him a better player than Thiago Messi just yet. What Thiago Messi lacks in set piece, he has in another skill, and that's the roulette. You see, Lionel Messi is good at roulettes, so it's not surprising that his son also excels at it, unlike a couple of Thiago's skills that the world has not yet seen him carry out quite yet. Everyone has watched Lionel Messi's PSG presentation, is aware of the fact that Thiago is a boss at roulettes. This is because he pulled out a move that basically destroyed his younger brother's football career, if he'll have one, and that brings us to adaptability. If there is one edge Ronaldo has over Messi, it is the adaptability. Interestingly, it looks like it's getting transferred to their sons. Messi Jr. has not played in several football academies. He started playing football at the Barcelona Football Academy, however, he couldn't continue at La Masia when his father joined PSG. Well, as was the norm, he joined the PSG Academy. Sadly, it seemed like he was used to life in Barcelona and struggled to make a success out of his stay in the French capital, only coming back into the spotlight after his father moved to Miami. Clearly, life in Miami is different from life in Paris. Is this anything to go by? He might have the same struggles his father had when he moved from Spain to France. The Messis might be used to thriving under a condition that favors them. Well, the Ronaldos are not this way. They can be considered football nomads and are fine playing under any condition. Ronaldo Jr. started playing football in Spain. He moved on to the Juventus Academy, the Manchester United Academy, and now the Al Nassr Academy, and hasn't failed to prove himself. Adaptability is not the only area where Ronaldo Jr. is ahead of Messi Jr. Versatility is another. You see, playing across different leagues and getting taught by different instructors with different approaches to football has exposed Ronaldo Jr. to different styles of football. Also, due to how frequently he has moved, dude is used to different football cultures. What's more, he will end up being a more complete player because he has been coached by several teachers, but that might not necessarily make him a better dribbler. Dribbling is something that comes naturally to Thiago Messi and Ronaldo Jr., and we are not surprised. Their parents are great dribblers. Like his father, Thiago Messi favors finesse over brute force, and he does the same. Well, Ronaldo Jr. dribbles well over. Well, Ronaldo Jr. dribbles well too. However, he seems more interested in playing with a lot more power behind his game. So far, this has worked out. The players recognized as the best in the world are definitely very good with the ball at their feet. But beyond being good with the ball, they are known to have the right branding, and Ronaldo Jr. clearly excels in this area. In the future, Thiago might catch up. However, at the moment, Ronaldo Jr. is better, but branding is just one thing. Ronaldo Jr. does better than Thiago Messi. He also has better eyes for goals. As much as the goals as a player scores before going pro might not matter in the grand scheme of things, as an amateur, Ronaldo Jr. has an innate ability to score lots of goals. He is ahead right now. However, he is 2 years older than Thiago Messi, so there is a likelihood that Messi Jr. will get close with him. With time, but regardless of how Thiago Messi gets at scoring goals, he might not be as good as Ronaldo Jr., who is already scoring all types of goals. Screamers are not left out. Speaking of skills running in the blood, CR7 doesn't have a reputation for being successful with one-on-ones. It appears this is the same for his son. Well, the Messis are different. Both the senior Messi and the junior Messi are good with one-on-ones. Thiago Messi is a beast on one-on-one situations, and this is an area where he is above Ronaldo Jr. Ronaldo Jr. is still a kid. He was born in 2010 and is still a long way from being fully grown, but already he is already showing how athletic he can be. When we see the things he does, you can tell he is truly CR7's son. Dude once scored a bicycle kick just like his father did for Madrid against Juventus. What Thiago lacks in athletics, he makes up for in being more than just a player. He can man the post. The world is expecting Ronaldo Jr. and Thiago Messi to end up as some of the best forwards in their generation. They are already showing signs of this. Thiago might be a fine forward, however, he's not limited to just scoring goals. Dude can function like a goalkeeper. This might be funny, but it doesn't look like Messi knows a thing about goalkeeping. Thiago Messi might not grow up to have the ability to shoot from a distance, but who says he needs such an ability? Dude has the ability to position for a pass, and in the future, this could help him score lots of goals. Well, we do not know how he will celebrate these goals, but we know that Ronaldo Jr. celebrates his goals. Ronaldo Jr. is said to be scoring lots of goals, but that's not all what he's used to. He also has a way of celebrating his goals, and if you guessed that he uses Sue, you guessed right. The young Ronaldo has mastered lots of his father's skills, and Sue is one of them. That's how much we can take today. At the moment Ronaldo Jr. is leading the race, his father also used to be ahead of Messi, so Thiago might just catch up. Who do you think is more likely to be the GOAT this time, Ronaldo Jr. or Thiago Messi? Kindly tell us in the comment section below. Before moving on to the next video, please subscribe to this channel and avoid missing other videos.